Chapter 2. The Lyrans. The Lyrans are the original ancestors of our galactic family. Many years ago, their civilization reached a very high technological level, however, fell into disagreement and fractions within their culture. Those factions went to war and destroyed much of their society. Many of these beings from Lyra left in their starships to colonize the Pleiades, the Hyades, and the Vega system. We find a few independent business-type Lyrans branched out on their own. A space station ran by Lyrans sent an automatic message to any spacecraft in the area in need of refueling or provisions. Lockheed took them up on their offer. She quickly crated up anything she could sell and headed for the space station Lesta. Soon a lot of chatter started to come through the communication system. Then many space vessels appeared tracking in the same direction. Soon a lot of chatter started to come through the communication system. Then many space vessels appeared traveling in the same direction. It was not long before she spotted the space station ahead of her. When she got to the space station, the computer took over controls and communications to allow the two dock on the space station's docking platform. After the small pod landed on the docking platform, the bay doors opened. Lockheed exited the rear of the pod through the cargo bay doors. All the stuff she had for sale was stockpiled in the area where the stuff you have for sale goes. The docking clerks can now come to inventory the goods. When Lockheed entered the clerk's office, she smiles. The clerk seemed to be looking right throughout her with his black almond eyes. "How nice. You are on time to join me in my birthday celebration," he said as a cake with white frosting and light blue decorations floated through the air and landed on his desk. "I'll be 325 years old," he said as he cut Lockheed a piece of cake. Just then a cup of coffee appeared in the replicator. "That's very kind of you," she said. "Now then, what can I do for you?" asked the little green alien. Lockheed told him everything, not holding back any information because she knew he could read her mind. After she was done with her story, Budget pulled up the record on the perished pod and transferred the title over. He then calculated all that Lockheed had to sell and gave her a credit card with the total amount. Budget told Lockheed everything he'd done telepathically, but said out loud, "Oh, and by the way, I am coming with you when you leave this station, because the doctor told me I should try to have fun no matter what I do. And plus you need someone to watch your back and man the guns." Lockheed was okay with the fact of having an Arcturian administrator for a first officer. Budget is Arcturian, one of the most advanced extraterrestrial civilizations in our galaxy. It is a fifth-dimensional civilization, which, in reality, is like a prototype for Earth's future. Its energy works with humanity as an emotional, mental, and spiritual healer. It is also an energy gateway through which humans pass during death and rebirth. It functions as a way station for non-physical consciousness to become accustomed to physicality. The Arcturians are the most loving and non-judgmental beings you can possibly imagine. Their skin is a greenish color. They have very large almond-shaped eyes. They only have 3 fingers. They have the ability to move objects with their minds, and are totally telepathic. The source of food is an effervescent type of liquid that is highly vitalizing to their entire being. Their eyes are a dark brown or black color. Their main source of seeing is actually through their telepathic nature, not their physical eyes. Their sense of hearing even transcends their telepathic nature. They also have an ability to sense with the back of their heads. The average lifespan is from 350 to 400 of our Earth years. Their highly developed spiritual nature has allowed them to never age. Since they have the ability to transcend time and space, they terminate the life when the contract that has been arranged for their existence is up. There is also no sickness on Arcturus. It was eliminated centuries ago. After shopping for provisions, the pair boarded the perished pod and set coordinates for Arcturus, the brightest star in the Bootes constellation, only 36 light-years from Earth. Arcturus is one of the planetary system under the protection of the Galactic Federation. Arcturians work in very close connection with the Ascended Masters, whom they refer to as their Galactic Command. Arcturian travels the universe in their starships, which are some of the most advanced in the entire universe. One of the reasons that Earth has not been attacked by the more warlike negative extraterrestrial has the civilization to fear of these advanced starships of the Arcturian. After lunch, Lockhead took a nap in her quarters while Budget piloted the tiny vessel. Moments later, Lockhead felt a thump as their perished pod was attached violently. Space pirates attack the unsuspecting cargo ships. These pirates attack small vessels that look like they could be of value. Attached cable-wielding bandits prowling the traffic jam, preying on the trapped space vessels. Zircon, a tiny crystal, is a mineral belonging to the group of nesosilicates. Its chemical name is zirconium silicate, very valuable on the black market in this part of the galaxy. Two of the pirates hacked the perished pod's lower cargo hatch and entered the ship. An alarm went off. The pirates are reptiloid, apparently a major center of reptiloid activity and possibly controlled human slaves. This binary or double star system may be the center of interstellar gray activity, just as Alpha Draconis seems to be the center of reptiloid activity, and Orion being a realm where both reptilian subspecies operate in joint capacity. This may explain the alleged presence of the Draconians in the Orion constellation. Although certain human groups have allegedly become curious of the Eternity Gate as well. The Orion Open Cluster itself is the base of a joint reptiloid gray empire called the Unholy Six, which has been working out of Nibiru in the Sol system. Many of the planetoids that have entered this system and have made observable course alterations are arriving from Nibiru and the Orion Draconian Empire. There were three groups that formed. These three groups were the Dominators, the Victims, the Resistance. The Dominators were the Orion Empire. The Black League was the resistance to the evil domination of the Empire. Does this sound familiar? Much of the implant control scenarios allegedly originated from the reticulan gray reptiloids. The computer alerted Lockhead of an intruder alert. Cargo bay. Lockhead geared up with a rifle, 2 sidearms, and a knife. When she got to the cargo bay and she noticed one of the pirates rumbling through their goods, looking for anything of value without a sound, she shot him 3 times with the rifle. This alerted the other bandit to come to his aid, and when doing so, Lockhead hit him with the butt of the rifle, and as he was going down, she shot him with one of her sidearms 3 times. She then dragged the bodies to the nearest airlock and shot them out into space. When the space pirates on their vessel witnessed this action, they were not happy, and so they gave chase, launching everything they have at Lockhead's tiny perished pod. Budget, an accomplice pilot, navigated the pod to a large debris field trapped in a vortex below the traffic. He waited until the large pirate ship passed and then took off for the jump gate. He plotted in the calculations to when the jump gate would open and plotted a course. It was close, but they made it through the jump gate. Next stop, the starship Athena. The jump gate is a wormhole, stabilized by alien technology. A wormhole is a speculative structure linking separate points in space-time. A wormhole can be visualized as a tunnel with 2 ends, each at separate points in space-time, i.e., different locations or different points of time. C3, the old Empire v Dominion. They came out of the jump gate and fell right into a space battle. A Dominion cargo ship was defending itself from the old Empire. Budget scanned for the Athena and it was nearby. The duel headed for the theater, avoiding the battle altogether. Budget had no problem communicating with the Athena and had gained permission to board. The Athena was preparing to send it out small fighters to help defend the Dominion cargo ship. Budget conveyed to Lockhead, using telepathy, "This is a good time to get in good with the Athena. Join the raid on the old Empire and help defend the cargo ship, and I'll talk to administration on the ship about getting us a position until we get to where we're going." Lockhead agreed. "Good idea," she said. Budget came back 2 hours later with good news. Budget went on to say, "We will be taking over the business of an old freighter captain. They say he just can't do it anymore. We'll get a business new fighter ship, a cargo ship, and a couple of scout ships with it, through a full complement crew to boot. But first I must take out these marauders." "Where is my ship?" said Lockhead.